It's the E-commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's E-commerce Minute for March 5th, 2018.
In today's episode, Amazon put a ring on it.
Another big disruption from Amazon, this time in home security. Amazon has reportedly acquired home security provider Ring to the tune of $1 billion with a B dollars. Ring makes Wi-Fi enabled doorbells equipped with cameras that detect when someone is at the door. The smart doorbell rings users' tablets or smartphones through an app that lets them see audio and video and talk to the person at the door wherever they are. In a statement made to CNBC, Ring spokesman confirmed the deal and stated, "We'll be able to achieve even more by partnering with an inventive, customer-centric company like Amazon. We look forward to being a part of the Amazon team as we work toward our vision for safer neighborhoods." The surprise acquisition marks the latest move by the Seattle-based tech giant into the smart home technology market. Amazon is expected to allow the company to continue operating independently, as in past acquisitions such as Zappos, Twitch, and Audible, pursuing product and feature integrations where appropriate, but maintaining the Ring brand and largely allowing the company to continue operating as it has in the past. This past October, Amazon unveiled its own $119 home security camera, CloudCam, with a companion Amazon Key app that works with smart locks to let Amazon Prime members give house cleaners, dog walkers, package delivery companies, and other service providers access to their homes. Amazon sells an Amazon Key in-home kit, including an Amazon CloudCam compatible smart lock for $249.99. Amazon had already begun making moves to get into the home security space. It had partnered with lock manufacturer Kwikset and Yale for its new in-home delivery service, Amazon Key, and recently acquired smart camera maker Blink. And those who are fans of the show Shark Tank may recall when Ring founder James Siminoff appeared on the show, pitching his then-called Doorbot idea. He was passed on by all sharks except Kevin O'Leary, who made what Siminoff described as an unreasonable offer. The rest, as they say, is history.
It was called Doorbot, right?
Doorbot. Doorbot.
And they won it. I think he won at $700,000 for 10%.
I don't know the specifics, but
no, that was the number. Which he did turn it down. I mean, I think when they're investing it at that time, I think the valuation was really low. It wasn't really that crazy,
right?
So that's had some chuck and change. And the numbers I think don't come out that right as everybody thinks it does, but just whatever.
Yeah, especially on that show because they take a percentage.
Who?
The show takes a percentage.
No, it doesn't.
No matter what, like if a guy gets X amount of dollars,
not anymore.
The show hacks a percentage off the top.
No, they don't longer do that.
They no longer do that.
No.
Wow.
That was
good because I read some of the numbers coming through Shark Tank and it seemed like a lot of these. It seemed like being on Shark Tank was better just for the PR and not so much for the mentorship and money.
Yeah. I mean, there's whatever the deals like, but you also got to remember, like the deals don't actually close when they handshake either.
Oh yeah, no, he doesn't walk off with a check.
They all have to do diligence and stuff like that. Anyway,
and what you don't see on Shark Tank is some of the deals actually don't come to fruition. But
correct. Also,
this isn't a show about Shark Tank.
Yeah, I know. Well, one of the sharks or one of the guest sharks actually did invest in it.
Which one?
That would be Mr. Branson.
Oh, right. Okay, so I have it in my notes here. The Branson did in fact invest.
Yep. Put money into it at some point.
Said in 2015, I am an investor in Ring. While the product is exciting and its mission to reduce crime in communities is important, what I found so interesting was the story of the young entrepreneur, James Siminoff, behind it. So James Siminoff. So a lot of companies like that, some of the shine is because of the CEO, and there's nothing wrong with that because they're the ones with the vision. They're the ones that, drove the ship forward.
Good for them. I mean, it's a huge. I mean, these guys are definitely going to be like, oh, this is a big hit for Shark Tank. It didn't happen and it happened later. That happens all the time, actually, if you watch Shark Tank enough. Ring, it was a good idea when it first came out. It's an amazing idea. And there's tons of these companies now that are coming out with this stuff. I mean, cameras and rings. And I mean, there's Nest and all those guys that are doing this.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of competition. Unfortunately, there's a great need for it. The prices have been dropping. And let's talk about what this is actually about. There's two things. Amazon wants to get in your house.
Yes.
They, with the Amazon Key, which is, total creep factor, but let's put that aside. Giving people access to your house via remote device, that works for some people. And that's what Amazon wants to do, because once they give you access, then they want to bring their people in, the cleaning people, the delivery people, whatever. And part two of that is what they're really selling. If they're not selling hardware, Amazon's never going to be, the fact that they develop and sell hardware, they're not really a hardware company. It's like saying Walmart is a grocery store.
Right. I mean, it's not,
what they're selling is, I'm trying to get to my point here, is what they're selling is subscriptions.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at, the numbers on Kindles, right? They're not really profiting at all from them, right? They're putting out there so that you have access to all this stuff. The same thing with any Echoes or any one of those things. It's access to their services.
Correct. So I included some charts in our show notes, and really what they're doing is you can get, you could just buy the camera, but you don't have some of the features. The subscriptions start at $6.99 a month. I think that's definitely fair and affordable, up to a Pro, which you can have up to 10 cameras for $20 a month. That's still, what's the Ring's catch line? The Ring of security. If you've got some problems, I follow my neighborhood Facebook page, and every day they're posting security camera footage, and it's caught so many knuckleheads doing stupid crap. So
yeah, I have it on my parents' house. I don't have Ring, I have something else, but we put cameras because my dad travels a lot. My mom's home. It's just for security purposes. You just have it. These things are, all Wi-Fi enabled now, and they're not, they used to be very expensive to put a whole ginormous security system in your house where cameras will work and all this stuff. And even then, internal, I think Ring makes all that stuff internal. You don't have to have, your typical, what's the security companies out there?
Oh yeah, like ADT
or any one of those guys, right? Yeah, they're all beating them up because it's easier to install these things and you can do it yourself. Yeah,
because back in ye olden days, you'd have to pay a couple grand, and ADT would come out and they'd hardwire your house, and it'd be great. Yeah. And then what you get out of it, you get the little blue sign that sits on your lawn, and now you could just go to Sam's Club or go on Amazon and just buy a whole setup,
and then put a blue sign
Sam's
on
Club and get a 10 camera setup for like
nothing.
$200.
Yeah, it's almost nothing. So it's great.
And the cameras are good for, let's just call it lazy people, because I bought up one of those Wise cameras for $25. Doesn't record, but when someone knocks on my door, I can go on my phone and see who's there and decide not to answer it. It's great.
We actually, right. We actually have, I think through door from this one, you can actually talk to people.
Yeah, that's why I like the Ring. I like hearing stories of people where it's like,
go away.
I was on a trip and someone came to my door and I said, "Hey, what are you doing there?"
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. Really good. All right. Very good. Good for Amazon. Good for Ring. Put a ring on it. Got anything else, Dad?
No.
All right. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe, or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion, or just want to say hi, find us on social media at Sumo Heavy.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.